everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live, along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. And here we can check out the story for Ty Jerome.
Over the past 10 games, his effective field goal percentage has really taken a tumble. In layman's terms, his offense just isn't as well-rounded as it could be right now.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Morant runs point with KCP to his side. Wells and Jackson, your small and power forwards. And it's Clark in at the 5. And for the Jazz, Kyle Filipowski is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Walker Kessler. Then there's George. And it's Reed in at the 1. This game could be like a tennis match, Grant, with the ball racing from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah, B.A., you can get whiplash watching these teams run up and down the floor. They like to get it and go without any hesitation.
The 3 is up. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Morant against Reed. Here's Clark. Some solid defense from Markkanen. And the Jazz with possession. Outside Reed. Here's the 3. Hits a three-pointer. Reed's got 6 points.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out. Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
From deep, another 3 for Utah.
And another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him.
You talk about a high-variance team. The Grizzlies keep you guessing, Coach.
Yeah, they do. They're young, brash, a ton of talent, and at times they've seemed poised to take over the West, but it hasn't happened yet.
So it's Utah now. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. Reed for 3. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Morant, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Morant. Good D by Kessler.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Reed, good.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
For Memphis, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Morant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
And he knocks down the first one. Stan, he's one of the most exciting players in the league right now. What makes Ja Morant so special?
Well, look, B.A., his explosiveness. Sometimes he makes you nervous with how much he throws his body around. But what I love about Ja is that it shows he has no off switch. He plays with intensity.
And a contract extension this summer for Jazz head coach Will Hardy.
Well, one of the youngest head coaches in the league. He has the respect of all of the other head coaches. He's part of that Spurs coaching tree, and his extension runs through 2031, which is a nice commitment from the Jazz.
Here's Jackson, following the 3 by Utah. Back to Morant. Clark left side. It's good.
Yeah, you see here just how good Morant is at spotting openings, then moving the ball into them.
And so it's Reed with it. He brings it up for Utah. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, D in their last time out against the Pelicans really lit up the floor. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Checked in for Utah. Collier comes in for George. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Clark. Aldama comes in for Jackson. Jackson, he's checked in for Wells. And Ty Jerome subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Minute 32 left to play in the first quarter. Jerome outside. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, it's good to see Edey show off his passing skills. The more dimensions he has to his game, the better off he'll be.
Now here's Reed. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. Launches a three. Pure from three-point range. Reed's got 27 points.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Jackson outside. Pass to Jerome. Kicks it out to Jackson. Off target from three-point range.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Reed for three. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Now here's Jerome. Fires the three. Knocks it down from distance. Jerome's got his second bucket of the night.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. With 4 on the clock. Misses at the rim.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And so it's Utah, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. And they've got a comfortable lead, in large part due to their three-point shooting. We'll be right back. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Jazz, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to...
Change here for Utah. Then for Memphis, Clark is checked in for Edey. Jackson comes in for Aldama. And it's Morant in for Pippen. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Morant against Reed. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance. Reed's got 36 points.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in.
Number 3.
Grizzlies trail by 19. And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years, they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Ja Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Back to you, B.A.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie, thanks for the report. Jazz leading by 19. Outside Reed. Another three for Utah.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Memphis has gone 50% from the perimeter in this second, shooting 4 of 8. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Edey's checked in for Jackson. Wells comes in for Jerome. And he's good on the second. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Reed for 3. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Morant looking around. And then Morant with the jam.
Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Reed for 3. He buries it from 3. Reed's got 48.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And a nice finish on the layup.
Well, the defense can't let Morant get comfortable down there or he'll just continue to torture them.
Pass to Markkanen. Morant against Reed from downtown. Again! What an avalanche! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. From deep, Morant. He drops it from range. Morant's got 15.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Reed for 3. Another 3 for Utah.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Reed. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. Gets it off. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Jazz out in front, running away with it. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
And taking a look at Memphis, 1 week left in their season, and things haven't gone the way they'd hoped. So better luck next time.
Ah, you're all heart. Tough to be on the outside looking in. They're hoping for brighter days ahead. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first-half performance for the Utah Jazz.
When you could dominate on the boards like that, this is how it's going to be. Physicality and determination are a winning recipe, Ernie.
Yeah, the rebound margin really does tell the story here. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Walker Kessler out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then there's Keontae George. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Reed in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half. Morant against Reed. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 19 points.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
Wells, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Pass to Morant. Jackson on the wing. Jack's up a three. Good, and the setup by Morant. Jackson's got 6.
You have to account for Jackson Jr. in the corner. I mean, he's an excellent three-point shooter.
I think many would say Jaren Jackson Jr. has an incredibly complete game, Coach.
Yeah, offense, defense, no room for complaints, B.A. Rebounding, he has the tools to dominate, but the numbers are still coming around.
And here's Morant outside. The rebound by Filipowski. Utah has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. 66 points for D.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Reed for 3. And another one.
He's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Jackson surveying the D. Back to Morant. An easy 2 on the layup. Morant's got 21 points in the game.
Well, this is Morant at his very best. His teammates need to just continue getting him the ball and letting him do his thing.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. And these have been the league's best shooters since the All-Star break. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Nurkic has checked in for Kessler. Niang comes in for Filipowski. Bailey's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And it's Collier in for George. Then for Memphis, Aldama's checked in for Wells. And Ty Jerome subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Now here's Morant. Tightly guarded. And then Morant with the dunk.
Well, Morant's ability to overcome inside coverage with agility is so impressive.
And there's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Takes the 3. Reed can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Aldama outside. Jackson outside. Back to Aldama. Clock at 6. And here's Morant outside. The rebound by the Jazz. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Sinks it from distance.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Jerome. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Jerome's got 15.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Reed for 3. Knocks down the long J.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Jerome. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 6 assists here tonight.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Reed for 3. He got it again. Sensational.
incredible. 81 on the night, channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There's no slowing this guy down. He's on fire.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And here's Morant. Give him 23. Puts up a three, and Reed gets the three.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And so it's Utah holding a massive 34-point lead to end the quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. On the court for the Grizzlies, they've got Zach Edey. Ty Jerome is out there with Scottie Pippen. The NBA's popularity. Some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league. He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Reed, good.
Huge night for him. I love how he's searching for his shot attempts, trying to carry them to the finish line.
Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Clark with a screen on Reed. There's Jackson with the three. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 8 assists in the game. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Morant against Reed. And again, it's Utah with a three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Morant. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, Jackson Jr. has a great feel around the glass, creating second chance opportunities.
Reed for three. Good! Another from three. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Outside Wells. Clark up top. Shot is up. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Knocks down the triple.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Jazz.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And we just saw one of the greatest teams of all time win again. They've reached that magical 72-win marker, and they keep going.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And what a huge performance it was for D.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Outside Reed. And again for three.
Another three for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on. And he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Niang, he's checked in for Bailey. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Nurkic. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Here's Morant. And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
All right, let's send it over courtside to Dominic Hamill.
You're fond of saying stats don't matter without the win, so since you did win, I want to ask, you had a few steals tonight, but I'm guessing you think you should have had more? Of course. Well, if you won, though, doesn't that mean you had enough?
In any NBA game, you're playing against two opponents, the one in front of you and the one next on the schedule. A couple of extra steals tonight sends a message to the next guys. It means more attention on me in the scouting report, which means less attention on my teammates. I do what I do so they can do what they do. You see what I'm saying?
That makes sense, yeah. Thanks, MP. Great. Ryan, back to you.
Great stuff there, Dominic. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.